Hello.
Mind blown. Is that it? Oh no! No! Hello there, and welcome to another More Movies Reacts. My name's Greg Fisher. His name is David Roberts, and today we're going to be reacting to the brand new trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home. Ooh, I'm excited, Dave. I'm very, very excited about this one, buddy.
I knew you'd be excited with it being Spider-Man, one of your favourites. A lot of anticipation for this one, hasn't there?
I see you shiver with anticipation.
There certainly has. There's been a lot of anticipation for this one. Obviously, it's been released today. There's a lot of stuff out there online, so I am doing my best to avoid it all, to avoid any spoilers, because this is our first watch of the trailer right now. There's not a lot more to be said about it. I'm sure we'll say a lot more afterwards, but, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. Let's watch this, mother.
Oh, look at this. This is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Can we just stay up here all day? It is so crazy down there.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man is in fact Peter Parker.
Oh,
Listen,
Public
I did
enemy
not
number
kill
one.
Mysterio. The
he's been
drones
outed.
did.
The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel relieved about all this?
What do you mean?
Now that everybody knows, you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. Like, how do you tell someone that you're Spider-Man?
Well, you say I'm
Now
Spider-Man.
everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
Oh, he's going to see Doctor Strange.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh,
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
When Mysterio revealed my identity, my entire life got screwed up. I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
Strange. Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Oh. Fine. I won't. The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my God, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really know.
Stop talking.
Whoa.
What just happened?
a lot of crazy shit by the looks of it.
Oh my god.
Tampered with the stability of space-time. Multiverse.
Multiverse. Multiverse.
The problem is you trying to live two different lives.
Wow.
The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
Pumpkin bomb.
Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
Hello.
Mind blown. Is that it? Oh no! 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 I want more. I need more. Oh my god. Can we just go and watch it back straight away? Again?
Again.
There's a lot in there, isn't there?
There is a lot in there. My first question is, what the hell is a pumpkin bomb?
Well, the Green Goblin, that's one of his main weapons, was the pumpkin bomb.
Right.
So if you remember Willem Dafoe's iteration of the Green Goblin, that
Absolutely.
design you've just seen was exactly what he was using. Obviously, it was James Franco as well, sort of took up the mantle after the first Green Goblin got killed in the first movie. But that is the same design. So that rolling in and the laughter in the background was a hint at the Green Goblin coming back. If Willem Dafoe came back as Green Goblin, or to be honest, even James Franco, but I'd prefer Willem Dafoe.
Will you do the honors?
But and then you actually see Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. That was just like, oh my God. So, yeah, basically in the last Spider-Man movie, because I'll just catch you up on it, Jake Gyllenhaal plays Mysterio, and he outs Peter Parker as Spider-Man in the film. Obviously, they're dealing with the repercussions of that at the start of this movie, hence him going to Doctor Strange to cast the spell so that everyone forgets it. Pretty, it explained itself there, didn't it? It's got to that point now, everyone knows he's Spider-Man. So obviously that's sort of made a good story for this new film, because he's gone to Strange to sort of say, we need to, and that's obviously opened up a whole can of worms in terms of the multiverse, which is going to let in, if it lets in Dr. Octopus from the Sam Raimi films, it's going to let in, the other Spider-Man as well. Well, I don't know if it'll let in Andrew Garfield, but surely we're going to see Tobey Maguire at some point here. I don't know. Who knows? We don't know for sure. They're keeping it a tight lid on it, and I respect them for that. They don't want to give away too much. Christmas has never seemed so far away, to be honest. I'm obviously really excited about this. I've been following the films. I'm, blown away by that trailer. I'm just like, wow, I can't wait to go and watch it again after we finish recording here. What about you, though? You're not so much of a fan of this kind of movie. You're not a massive comic book movies fan. And you haven't seen the other two Tom Holland films yet, but I'd like you to see them just to see what you think of them, because I think they are a lot of fun. Yeah,
it's obviously, I'm not a huge Marvel fan. I'm not a huge comic book fan, so there's a lot I haven't seen. I watched the original Spider-Mans, the Sam Raimi ones, back in the day. They came out when I was a kid, so it was kind of, you went to see them just as you went to see Shrek,
Sure.
I hated the Amazing Spider-Man films with Garfield. I thought they were terrible. We've talked about that before.
The
new
great.
ones, I just haven't got around to watch them, but I do want to see them because I do like Tom Holland. Mm. So I do want to check them out, however much I thought the last Avengers movie was a pile of donkey turd.
I am inevitable.
I don't hate Marvel,
No.
People always throw that around, it's like, some I like and some I don't. I enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy, for example. I thought that was fantastic. So I do want to check them out. That, though, looks, from this trailer, looks very interesting. There's a lot going on in there. I mean, it could end up being terrible, as all these things could. You never quite know. But there's certainly an interesting premise set down. I love Benedict Cumberbatch, so I love his role in there. Obviously they're being very experimental. We've talked about this before on the show about the idea of the multiverse.
Yeah.
Because we covered the cartoon.
That's it. They did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse a couple of years ago. I did a review for that, and included in that my own personal history with the character. So we'll link that below for anybody who wants to take a look at that article.
It's interesting because I've said, the multiverse, either it works spectacularly and is great fun, or it could really be terrible. I think it can go either way. It won't be in the middle. It'll either work really great or will fall flat on its face. So it'll be interesting to see how they pull this off and who comes back. And
well, I think you make a good point there. They could get it wrong if they bring in Spider-Ham and some of those other ones that work well as animation, but I don't think it'd work well in live action. I don't want to see them at all.
My name is Peter Porker.
Spider-Ham, friendly neighborhood Spider-Ham.
But if they brought back Tobey Maguire, if they brought back Andrew Garfield, if they brought in Miles Morales as a live action character, that would be so awesome. That would be absolutely super cool, and I'd really love to see that. And if they have done that here, they're keeping a tight lid on it, which is great.
It's framing some reality around it, isn't it? Having it,
not going too far.
Enough, yeah.
Exactly. If they go too far and it becomes too expansive, it might put people off a bit. I mean, this is something they did in the comic books. So there was lots of different versions and storylines going on traditionally on the comic book page. So the fact that they kind of bringing this idea into the films is not, too far removed from the actual history of what Marvel have done with their universe of characters. And Spider-Man has always been the flagship character. He's always been at the center of it all. The first time we saw him was in Civil War, which was the third Captain America film. That's where they introduced this version of him. And then you've had 2 films since, Homecoming and Far From Home. And when I first watched them, I enjoyed the first one. I thought, it's okay. But, I'm 43 now. These kids are, they are kids. They're like meant to be anyway, like, school age kids. And there's a lot of sort of millennial references, and it feels very new. It feels very much of a new generation. So it took me a little bit of getting used to.
I'll get you damn kids for this!
But having gone back and rewatched them both, I have warmed to them more. I've warmed to the portrayals from all of the different actors who play these characters. I do like Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
8 hours later.
Because if we do see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and we do see the Green Goblin and, obviously we're going to see Doc Ock from that side of the franchise, it's quite exciting really because, there's all these threads going on and that ties that whole idea together of Stephen Strange being, a master of the multiverse and everything. So for comic book fans, I think this is pure gold. I can't imagine many people complaining about this.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go down very well with fans. It's interesting, of course, because the multiverse thing, you say, it's been a staple of the comic book genre for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And DC have recently done it, haven't they, in their TV shows? Like,
they have,
Superman and Lewis and stuff, and they had all the Robins and all that kind of stuff.
And bringing back Michael Keaton's Batman and all that stuff, etc.
So
it's kind of cool for the fans, but it needs to have some substance to it as well. I think you can't do it for the sake of doing it, because otherwise it's just total fan service and nothing else. I think it's better when they get they do something clever with it.
Yeah, it needs to be grounded, have that story, as we were saying, because if it's just, as you say, fan service, if it's just nostalgia factor, then it's almost like a cameo appearance on a TV sitcom. It's like,
it is, yeah.
Oh, he's here, and that's it. And
it's
that's stupid. That's it. And so as long as it's pulled off correctly, and that's the most important thing. But it looks fun. It looks interesting. I think I'll check out the other 2, and this might be a cinema watch.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great if you can catch up on those other 2, and then we'll go and see this one closer to Christmas. That'd be a good night out. I mean, I dragged you along to see the Avengers before now. You're not against going to see these movies. It's often funny when we sit down and you're just like, that amuses me. It's good fun. So let's do it. I mean, what do you think watching this? Are you excited by the new iteration of Spider-Man and this new film? Does it look like your cup of tea? Is this the sort of thing you want to see from Marvel? Let us know in the comments. We'd be interested to hear from you. Obviously, we're quite excited to watch this. But there we go, Dave. There's another reaction video wrapped up, spun together, and let's put it out there on the web.
That's it for this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And remember to like, share and subscribe right here on YouTube. For more film reviews and articles, join us on our website, moremovies.co.uk. Or join us on social media at More Movies For You. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all across the board. You know the score. If you enjoy our content, please consider supporting us at buymeacoffee.com or join us on patreon.com. Links in the description down below. And for more filmtastic content, click one of the buttons on screen now.